What is going on, guys? Welcome to your Monday Night Raw post show. This is on the February 2nd on a Tuesday, and I will be going over what happened. Before we get into that, let's take a back at what happened at the Royal Rumble. So basically, this is going to be a Royal Rumble fallout. So we got Charlie Flair, Oscar versus Nia Jax versus Shannon Blazer for the WWE Tag Team Champions. They won that match for the kickoff. And the thing about it, it wasn't even all that bad, so I have to give them props for actually working together. They won by the distraction of Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans hit Charlie with a brass ring or something. She put it back in her tights, and that got the opportunity for Nia Jax to go for the leg drop to get the 3 count fall. So they regained, and they are now two-times women's WWE Tag Team Champions. So I have to give it to them. That match was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but I mean, it was okay. So I have to give them that. Next up, we have Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre. Now, this was a quick match. You all know that's what happens with Goldberg. But it wasn't a bad match at all. It was quick for the showing. They actually did good for the pretty quick minutes they had together. It started off with Drew McIntyre and Goldberg standing there in the ring face to face. Then Drew McIntyre headbutted him and then went for a spear on his own, causing Goldberg to roll out the ring. Then Drew McIntyre follows Goldberg outside the ring. He tries to throw Goldberg to the steel steps, but Goldberg counters it and throws Drew McIntyre into the steel steps. And then Drew McIntyre goes by the barricade, and Goldberg decides to go for a OMG moment and hits the spear on Drew McIntyre, gets back in the ring. The referee went to go check on Drew McIntyre as if he couldn't complete the match anymore. But Drew McIntyre unfortunately gets into the match, and the match starts, and then they going back and forth with the Claymore and the spear. Goldberg did the spear, I think, at least 3 times or 4 times. Then Drew McIntyre still kick out. Goldberg had this confused look on his face. He decided to go for the jackhammer, which looks like he's struggling to do because he did it all quick and fast. But nevertheless, Drew McIntyre hits Goldberg with a final Claymore, leading to the 3 count. Meaning Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Championship. So that was an okay match. Now, the question is, for me, is what's next for Goldberg, because he still has 3 more contracts, still has 3 more matches on his contract, my mistake. So we wonder if he's going to show up at WrestleMania. I'm just glad he's not in the WWE title picture or Universal title picture at that matter. So, yeah. So this gives Drew McIntyre a boost on his win, his momentum, and his momentum. I think that's how you say it. And yeah, that was a good match. So the next match we have Sasha Banks versus Carmella for the WWE SmackDown's Women's Champion. This match was good. I actually liked they match at TLC. So this match didn't really have any key spots. It was just, like the other matches previously. But Carmella decided to do a suicide dive, which I mean, it looks like she practically missed it, Sasha Banks, and hit her own face forward on the stage. So, and then if you watch the match, Sasha Banks checked it on her by not actually checking on it, because she patted on the back 2 times. This to let you know that they okay and whatsoever. Sasha Banks puts Carmella into the bank statement, which makes then Carmella tapped out, which leads to Sasha Banks retaining. So this is she's going to be walking to WrestleMania as that SmackDown's Women's Champion. We got Elimination Chamber and we got Fastlane. Hopefully she has some good opponents for that until she gets to WrestleMania. So yeah, that was a good match. Now it is time for the Warrior Woman, the Women's Warrior Woman. Now we did have some major key spots and major returns in this match. So I'm only going to be saying those that actually returned and not the current superstar that's on the main roster. So coming at number 7, we have Toni Storm. She got eliminated by Rhea Ripley. I don't know if she actually eliminated somebody. Let's see. No, she did not eliminate nobody. And then coming in at 19, we got Vittori No, we got Mickey James. She got eliminated by Lacey Evans. She did not. Mickey James did not eliminate anyone. Coming at number 10, we got Vittori. She got eliminated by Shannon Blazer. She did have a major spot in there where she did her finisher on Peyton Rouse because they basically got the same finisher. Coming in at number 5, we got Shotzi Blackheart. She had this little segment where she comes in with a tank. Billy Kay tries to team up with her in the Warrior Wonder, but she hit her with the cannon from the tank, and she did not have any elimination. She got eliminated by Shannon Blazer. So, and then we got 23 Dakai Dakai. That's how you say it. Anyway, she's one of my favorite NXT women superstars. Unfortunately, she had a jobber status in the Royal Rumble. She got eliminated by Rhea Ripley. Number 14 is also Rhea Ripley. She came in at 14. She eliminated Dakai Kai. She eliminated Manny Rose. She eliminated Alexa Bliss because Alexa Bliss had this little fiendish thing going on, and Rhea Ripley was like, I ain't got time for that. I'm going to eliminate you. And she also eliminated Charlotte with Bianca Belair helping her. So that was a good thing. But she got eliminated by Bianca Belair. So, and coming in at 17, we got Tori Wilson. She decided to team up with Billy Kay. She got eliminated by Shannon Blazer as well. And then we have 12. This is NXT. I'm guessing this was a replacement for Mia Yim. Santa Garrett. She got eliminated by Rhea Ripley. She did not get any eliminations. And 8, we have Julie. That's she decided to team up with Billy Kay. Wait, who did I say that decided to team up with Billy Kay? Anyways, yeah. Julie, she got eliminated she teams with Billy Kay, but gets eliminated by the Wild Squad. No, she got eliminated by, it doesn't say who she got eliminated by. But I'm guessing she got eliminated by the Wild Squad. Bianca Belair, she wins the whole thing in total, so that was an actual good thing. Yeah. Okay, so next up we have Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens for the Universal Champion in a last man standing match. Now this match was actually good. They had some key spots in it. Roman Reigns, he decided to go for the Superman punch 16 seconds into the match. It was pop-up powerbomb in there. Roman Reigns got up and did the spirit count after getting up for 4 seconds, 4 count. Reigns and Owens attacked each other with the steel steps. Kevin Owens did the stunner to Roman Reigns on the Thunderdome crowd. He went to 3 tables. Roman Reigns threw Kevin Owens through the table, backstage area. And then at the end, Kevin Owens tries to handcuff him, which resulted in them, I guess, in a botch because they tried to take the handcuffs off him. Roman Reigns low blow him. Kevin Owens, Paul Heyman came over to try to unhandcuff Roman Reigns, but unfortunately, referee just stopped counting at all. So, yeah, Roman Reigns put the submission on him, meaning he won the match. So that was a good one. Roman Reigns is staying on top even after all these brutal matches. So that was actually a good run. So hopefully he keeps it into WrestleMania, maybe into next year. We don't really know. Okay, after that brutal last man standing match, we are heading to the men's Royal Rumble. Now, I'm only going to do the major key spots that actually happened in the Royal Rumble. We got Kane coming in as 18, and he got eliminated by Damian Priest. Kane also eliminated Dolph Ziggler. Let's see who else he eliminated. He eliminated Ricochet. And I think that is about it. He had this little Team Hell No thing with Daniel Bryan, and they hugged each other. And then basically he got eliminated by Damian Priest. So that was a good run for him. We got Christian coming in as 14. No, Christian coming in as 24. He eliminates. Well, basically, he got eliminated by Seth Rollins. That was a good thing. And this is not a one-time thing off. He's a part-time, so he's also going to be having matches on Raw as well or SmackDown. We really don't know. Coming in as 14, Damian Priest. He eliminated Kane. Yes, he eliminated Kane. We got Carlito coming out as 8. That was a good surprise. He got eliminated by Alliance. He didn't really have any eliminations. And then 23, we have Hurricane, which he's in every Royal Rumble. He got eliminated by Bobby Lashley and Big E because he thought he can choke slam both of them. I don't know why he thought that. But the men's Royal Rumble, Edge. But Edge won the men's Royal Rumble and Bianca Belair won the women's Royal Rumble. Now, who I want them to face at WrestleMania, I want Edge to face Drew McIntyre and I want Bianca Belair to face Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. Now, those matches can change, card subject to change. They can face any champion on the brand. Hopefully, they have a great storyteller with it as well. And you know what? I'm all in for it if they just put on a great match and a great story because we are on the road to WrestleMania. So WWE has to be their best to put on one heck of a show for these two superstars. Okay, guys, that was your Royal Rumble Fallout review, preview, whatever you want to call it. And let's just go ahead and get into my Raw post-show review and preview and what I think of what happened yesterday on Raw. Okay, thank you guys again for watching. We are here for the Monday Night Raw post-show. We are just going to get into it. Yesterday's Raw show episode was actually a good episode. So we're just going to get right into it. Drew McIntyre, he gets an introduction. He's to do a promo. He's hyping up the Royal Rumble from this past Sunday. And then he gets to the men's Royal Rumble. And then Edge comes out. Drew said Edge was always a mentor when he came to the American. And, you know, he just complimented him and showering him with compliments and whatsoever. Edge gets confused and said he is a threat to that title. He's saying he's a variable threat to that title, and then he's questioning him why is Drew showering him with compliments. Edge said this the Tampa champion he would not be. Then Drew says he would be an ultimate, and then Edge said he is not him. Sheamus comes out and questions Edge and said, why is you questioning Drew when he has been being WWE champion through the uncharted waters, and he doesn't appreciate how Edge is talking to him and asks who do he think he's questioning. And then Drew asks Edge, is he going to make his choice or is he going to make it for him? Drew said he will announce it soon. He will make his assessment and he will announce it soon. But all he needs to know is that he's walking out of Mania as WWE champion. And then Sheamus out of nowhere surprises Drew with a bro kick, leading him on the ground, leading him to fall to the ground, and then he walks away. So I'm guessing we're getting a feud between them. Sheamus goes, and then Charlie, she asks why did he do that, and Sheamus said, Drew McIntyre is no longer my friend. People look at me as Drew McIntyre's friend. He's tired of being called Drew McIntyre's friend. He wants to be known as the WWE champion. And he wants the WWE champion, which is what he wanted all along. Okay, so we have a United States champion match with Riddle versus Bobby Lashley with MVP as the manager. Before the match starts, Bobby Lashley is talking to MVP. Riddles attacks him aggressively while the bell doesn't ring yet. And then he pushes him off. The bell rings. Bobby Lashley goes for the one-handed spine buster. And then they started brawling till Riddle got to the apron, outside the apron. He's standing outside the apron. Bobby Lashley hits the hurt lock on him. And the referee's counting. He didn't care about the count. He continues to put the hurt lock on him and throws him to the ground. MVP's confronting him. He gets mad and goes after Riddle some more, puts the hurt lock back on him, and then throws him into the barricade, or I believe was yes, it was over the barricade, and then he walks off with this aggressive look at him. MVP was confused at first, but he started smiling. So I don't know what that means, but that was actually a good thing to see. It's actually good they are taking Bobby Lashley as a serious threat, and he needs to stay as a serious threat. All right, so we come back for commercial break. Riddle and the referee, or the Riddle. Okay, so the referee's checking on Riddle. Riddle asks, "Who did he just wrestle with? Who did he fight?" So it looks like he lost memory. Bobby Lashley just beat the memory out of him. So that was actually a good part to make Bobby Lashley look even more stronger. So we have Randy Orton with a great promo. Back to the ring, he said that even after everything he's done to Edge, it makes Randy Orton look like a complete liar, and for that, he's going to get him. He declares that Edge will not main event. He will not main event WrestleMania after he gets through with him. He said Edge made him into a liar. And it was also announced that it would be Edge versus Randy Orton tonight. So I was looking forward to that. It did not disappoint me once. And then we have Kobe and Xavier Woods having a little segment. Kobe said he's excited to be back. He's here to support Xavier Woods with his match with Mustafa Ali. And we get into that match. Mustafa Ali loses by a roll-up pin from Xavier Woods from the distraction of one of his crew members, Retribution, because Kofi Kingston jumped on Slapjack and it caused a distraction for Ali to look at them instead of Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods hits the roll-up pin, which I think it was a good, grace, and decent match. I really don't know what they're going with this. Unfortunately, I just wish his Retribution takes these wins because the New Day doesn't really need it at all because they done everything in the tag team division. But that just is my opinion. Okay, so we get a Miz TV segment with John Morrison, The Miz, and Bad Bunny. They said that if John Morrison and The Miz said they would teach Bad Bunny to wrestle if he records them a album because Bad Bunny said he always wanted to be a wrestler. So that was a good thing. Miz and John Morrison started getting mad. Damian Priest comes to the ring. He doesn't say nothing. He just punches the Miz. And I think he also punched the John Morrison. I wasn't sure. And then it went to commercial break. Kane's back. So now we are having The Miz versus Damian Priest. And Damian Priest wins with the distraction of Bad Bunny hitting John Morrison with the microphone. And Damian Priest hits his finishing move on it, and wins the three count. Okay, so we got the Hurt Business, we got Shelton Benjamin and Central Alexander. They are the Raw's Tag Team Champions. They won against Lucha House Party, Gamma Matala, and Lance something, I forgot his last name. Anyways, they had a tag team champion match. The Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and Central Alexander, they wins their match. Because Central Alexander looks like he was about to finish him off, but he started getting cocky. So Shelton Benjamin was like, you know what? He tags himself in, hits the pay dirt on him, and taking the 3 count because he was trying to get the match done. Central Alexander looked like he was just sitting there bragging. So I'm guessing they still arguing whatsoever. That was a great match. Hopefully they found some more opponents for them because they are actually a good stable. We got Charlie Flair, Oscar talking to pre-segment interview. They just said they wanted a rematch, so they got the rematch back, which is kind of odd, but whatever. We had a triple threat tag team contenders match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. We got Charlie Flair, Oscar versus Lana, and Naomi versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose. And the winner of that match was Lana and Naomi because because of Lacey Evans and Ric Flair comes out. Charlie just decided, you know what, I'm going to deal with this. So she leaves Oscar hanging, letting Oscar by herself, dealing with the match by herself. Oscar turns around. Naomi does her finishing moves and wins for the 3 count. So they are the 1 contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Now we go to Drew McIntyre in his segment interview. He said he's honored to face Edge at WrestleMania, but he was disappointed with Sheamus because the attack from Sheamus was different. He said if he wants to throw away a friendship over so long over the title, then he will give him a title match. Now, my opinion on this, I don't know. This is exactly why I said Drew shouldn't be a face, because they do not know how to use him as a face. He doesn't look like a face. He always looked like a heel, and I don't know why they made him as a face in the first place. But that's just my opinion. I honestly think he should have stayed as heel. He could have been a dominant heel championship. Okay, so we got Jeff Hardy and Carlito. Now, Carlito, I don't know if he's going to be around or this is just a little couple things. He could be like MVP. Say that he doesn't want to wrestle but end up wrestling more, because he did say he wants to be in the ring more and he's enjoyed being in the WWE ring. Anyways, I do not know why Jeff Hardy and Elias are still in an ongoing rivalry. They could have did so much better, but I'm guessing they have nothing else for Elias and Jeff Hardy. But nevertheless, Jeff Hardy and Carlito, they wins because Elias tries to pin Carlito for a roll-up, but Carlito kicks out. Elias tries to go for some type of back suplex. Carlito counters it and hits him with the back break, attacks Jeff Hardy for a swanton bomb. He hits Jesse Riker out, hits Jack and Riker from getting into the ring, and goes for the 3 count. Jeff Hardy and Carlito, they wins. It reminds me of 2007 vibes. That was a good match. Carlito's getting solid in the ring. He's getting used to being back in the ring, so I actually liked what I seen from him. Okay, so we get a video package of Edge returning. We get a video package of Edge return in 2011. We get a video package of Edge returning at the Royal Rumble 2020. Edge versus Randy Orton feud when he came back to Raw after Royal Rumble. And then Randy Orton turned on RKO him. Edge announced that he would be in the Royal Rumble 2021 and him winning the Royal Rumble 2021. So Edge says he promised that he would get himself and his family out of this black cloud, which is Randy Orton, despite the fact that he was in a match for over an hour while Randy Orton was in a match for a minute. So we get to Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with Alexa Bliss once the fans gets back, because she keeps doing this transformation, and the fans are going to see it, so they need to figure something out really different. I'm guessing they running out of ideas for Alexa Bliss, but I doubt that Randy Orton and the Finn rivalry segment is over. I think their feud is still going. This was a quick match. I really didn't watch most of this match. Alexa Bliss laughing and fixing her hair as if Nikki Cross' offense doesn't much affect her at all. And then she still sells them though. She has a quick tangent and goes for the pin again, but Nikki Cross kisses out. Alexa Bliss playing mind games with her. Nikki Cross hits Alexa into the corner for a while. Then the camera looks at Nikki Cross while Alexa Bliss God's songs play in her original attire. She hopscotches into kicking Nikki Cross into the stomach. Her Firefly Funhouse theme plays. She switches back and goes for the Sister Abigail for the 3 count. Now, I don't really know what they're doing with Alexa, but they need to figure something out fast before it gets boring, because you don't want it to be boring and then not have the fans turn on her because of your lack of credibility. As Alexa Bliss walks to outside the ring, Randy Orton comes out. She's mean mugging him, but Randy Orton does not make eye contact with her as she doesn't exist. And I mean, she burned his face literally, so I don't know why he didn't do anything, but I'm guessing he doesn't want to focus on her right now. He just want to focus on Edge. And then we get Edge and Randy Orton brawling for a while, and then Alexa Bliss Okay, so we get Alexa Bliss coming in the middle of the match, and she just there dripping blood from her mouth. Randy Orton distracted by it, and then all of a sudden Edge hits Randy Orton with the spear, going for the 3 count. 1, 2, 3, and that was the main event of Raw. If you guys, it was a good match, a back and forth brawl with them. You know, Edge showing everybody that he still got it in him and that he doesn't want to be looked at as this old part-time that comes back. So that was a good match. Yeah, I liked this. I'll give this show an 8 out of 10 because of the effort of keeping me interested in after the Royal Rumble. And I'm definitely looking forward to Friday Night SmackDown. The post show will be on Saturday. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, comment. If you want to see more, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on that bell for post notification. And I will see you guys Saturday for Friday Night SmackDown post show. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.